Fountain pen users are amongst the happiest people alive. But how can they be happy when they have to care for something, when they have to maintain something like this, when they have to deal with all these headaches of leaks, smudging ink, maintenance, dry starts? Sounds terrible, doesn't it? Well, you're wrong. They know this one thing, this secret that no one else seems to know. What fountain pen users understand is details matter. It takes an appreciative mind to see that. It matters that I enjoy my pen, that I can write without any effort, without cramping down, that it's smooth, that I don't have to apply any pressure. It matters that I can write with my favorite color, that this thing sparks joy, that it's nice to use, that it's made well. It matters where I put my desk, how I light a room, what chair I sit in, what paper I use. Details matter. In a world where barely anything seems to have any significant meaning, writing with the right tools makes all the difference. Not because of these pens, they are nice, but because it provides a layer of depth to what we do. If we appreciate our tools, if we appreciate beauty, even this cheap Chinese pen is more beautiful than most ballpoints. To accept that details matter means you accept value. To accept that details matter means you respect your writing, you respect yourself. You use things that fit your needs, that fit you well, like a good piece of clothing, that soothes you in a way. That a pen as a tool, as an extension of you, if it's of higher quality, it means that you are of higher quality. That respecting your craft will lead to better results, which will in turn pay off. That to use a thing of beauty on a daily basis is to respect somebody else's craft, to support somebody else's craft. If you think details matter, do this one detail for me and like the video, please. It might seem a bit dramatic to say that this thing provides meaning to people's lives, and perhaps it is, but I think there's more to it than meets the eye. Because I'm not actually thinking that this single thing provides all that meaning in and of itself. What I'm thinking here is that to be able to appreciate this thing, to be able to respect something like this, means you'll be able to appreciate and respect everything, anything you decide to. And to say this doesn't matter, that a cheap gel pen or ballpoint is just as good, is, I think, to miss the point. To use nice notebooks is to respect one's mind. To use nice paper is to invigorate the soul, to please one's appetite for joy, for color, for experimentation, for variety. It is part curiosity, part longing for meaning that drives us to these things. The people that use something like this, or even something like this, like a mechanical pencil, but a nice one. What it shows me is that they respect themselves, that they treat their thinking and their writing with respect, that they put in the effort to maintain something, to care for it. And to care for something provides meaning. I understand why people don't want to put up with it, to own something and to care for it. It seems that nowadays people would rather pay off someone to have the headache for them. But this will result in everything standardizing more and more. What it will do is it will allow people to buy a basic life, a basic meaningless life, that is. It will allow people to not care for anything, to not own anything, to not maintain anything. Somebody else will always have the worries. But the funny thing is that you'll only truly appreciate something once you've taken care of it. Once it's in your care. And even these cheaper pens, I really appreciate. I never lose them. I don't break them. Well, technically I did break this one and this one. So, it means that we live more and more in a world where no one cares really truly about what they wear, where they live, what they eat, how they write, how they do things. There's always the next thing, the better thing. There's always the opportunity to lease, to pay up, to shove your responsibilities off on somebody else's shoulders. I'm not saying this is wrong. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we might want to consider the alternative. I'm just saying that people of olden days are not foolish in any way. They were just as smart as you and I. And there might be wisdom in how they did things. I'm just saying that not all progress is upwards. I'm not saying that all tradition is good either. I'm just saying. What do you think? Do you think that people should use better writing equipment? Do you think there's a place for the pen in the digital age? Leave your comments below. I'm very curious to see them. You can either decide that nothing matters or everything matters. Well, it's sort of the same thing, isn't it? If you say nothing matters, then everything matters just the same. And then it is up to us to create a hierarchy, to choose what we value. If nothing matters, then we can decide. It's up to us to say, I choose you. You matter to me. This thing. I think that the minimalists have it right in a way and have it wrong in another. On the one hand, they say material possessions should not be the end goal of life, and I agree. On the other hand, they also become very nihilistic and say nothing now matters anymore. And I say, if material possessions matter to you and nothing else does, grab onto them. If this is what matters to you, if this is your lifeline to meaning, hold on to them dearly, because you need meaning in your life. And if this allows you to see something significant, beautiful, something you appreciate, over being a minimalist and appreciating nothing, I'd much rather cling on to the material possessions. And I don't think that many people that are material are actually that pathological about it. I think that many people that like material things could very well do without them, but you don't have to prove you can do without them. You don't have to live like a monk. You can think like one and still appreciate beauty and still collect things and little things that provide some joy to your life. The right tools make all the difference. But using the wrong tools is not the only reason people hate to write. You've got to fix your entire writing process. And to do that, you should watch this video next. Come on, click it. Do it. Don't ignore YouTube's value. Indulge in it.